When you think of tennis, who comes to mind first? For millions around the world, the answer is instant: Roger Federer. But it's not just about the wins, the Grand Slams, or the records. It's about something more, something almost intangible. It's about Today, we're diving deep into why Roger Federer isn't just one of the greatest tennis players ever, but undeniably the most elegant the sport has ever seen. So, what is elegance in tennis? It's more than just looking good. It's a combination of effortless movement, technical purity, strategic brilliance, and an almost artistic expression on the court. It's when raw power meets sublime grace. And nobody embodies this better than Let's start with his movement. Watching Federer on a tennis court is like watching a ballet dancer. He doesn't run, he glides. His footwork is so precise, so light. It often looks like he's floating above the surface. He's always perfectly balanced, arriving at the ball with time to spare, never looking rushed or out of position. This economy of motion is the first pillar of his elegance. While others might scramble and lunge, Federer flows. This isn't just for show, it's incredibly efficient. It allowed him to conserve energy, stay injury-free for much of his long career, and compete at the highest level well into his late 30s. His ability to anticipate and move with such grace meant he played tennis on his own terms, dictating the rhythm of the game. Now, let's talk about his strokes. Each shot in Federer's arsenal is a textbook example of perfect technique, but with his own signature flair. Take his forehand. It's one of the most feared shots in tennis history, yet it's delivered with a fluid, whip-like motion that looks completely natural. There's no brute force, just perfect timing and kinetic chain efficiency. The power seems to generate from nowhere, a testament to his flawless mechanics. And then there's the one-handed backhand. In an era dominated by the more stable two-hander, Federer's one-hander stood out as a thing of beauty. Whether he was driving it down the line with pinpoint accuracy or carving a delicate slice that barely cleared the net, the shot was pure poetry in motion. The slice backhand, in particular, was a work of art. He could use it defensively to neutralize power, or offensively to draw opponents into the net. It was a versatile weapon that added a whole other layer to his game, a touch of old-school class in the modern power era. His serve is another perfect example. It isn't the fastest ever recorded, but it might be the most effective and deceptive. The motion is so smooth and repeatable, it's almost impossible to read. He could hit any spot in the service box from the exact same toss and preparation. T's diskies, combined with his incredible accuracy, made his serve a devastating weapon. It was the foundation of his attacking game, allowing him to win countless free points and set up his very next shot perfectly. Again, it's not about raw speed. It's about intelligent, elegant execution. But Federer's elegance isn't just about his individual shots. It's about how he puts them all together. He was a master tactician, a chess master on a tennis court. He played with an aggressive, out-court style that was thrilling to watch. He wasn't content to just stay at the baseline and trade ground. He would mix up the pace, use variety, and constantly look for opportunities to move forward and finish points at the net. His volleys were crisp and decisive, a throwback to the serve and volley era. This willingness to attack, to take risks, and to play with creative flair is a huge part of his appeal. He didn't just want win, he wanted to win beautifully. Think about the famous The Sneak Attack by Roger. He would charge forward while his opponent was serving to take the return on the half-volley, rushing them and completely disrupting their rhythm. It was audacious, brilliant, and uniquely fit. It showed his deep understanding of the game and his playful creativity. A master who was still willing to experiment and have fun beyond the technique and tactics. There's his demeanor. On the court, Federer carried himself with a quiet confidence and composure that was remarkable. In an individual sport known for its intense pressure and emotional outbursts, he was almost always a picture of calm. Whether he was up to sets to love or facing a match point, his expression rarely changed. This mental fortitude, this grace under pressure, is another form of elegance. He showed that you could be a fierce competitor without losing your cool. He let his racket do the talking. This calm extended off the court as well. For over 2 decades in the spotlight, he has been the ultimate ambassador for tennis. He is gracious in victory, and even more so in defeat. His rivalries, especially with Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic, are legendary, not just for the incredible tennis they produced, but for the profound respect and sportsmanship they always showed each other. Federer helped elevate the sport by being a role model of integrity and class. The author David Foster Wallace once wrote an essay about Federer, titled Roger Federer as religious experience. In it, he described watching Federer play not just as watching a sport, but as witnessing moments of human genius and beauty. And that's really the core of it. Federer's tennis transcended the boundaries of athletics. It became an art form. His matches weren't just contests, they were performances. He showed the world that power and grace are not mutually exclusive. He created a style that was both aesthetically pleasing and brutally effective. He could out-hit you from the baseline, out-touch you at the net, and outthink you from start to finish. He played with a joy and freedom that was infectious, making millions fall in love with the sport. His legacy is not just in the 20 Grand Slams or the 103 titles. It's in the way he played the game. It is in the countless kids who picked up a racket, hoping to hit a one-handed backhand, just like him. It's in the collective memory of a forehand that looked like a brushstroke on a canvas, or a drop shot that landed as softly as a feather. So, when we call Roger Federer the most elegant player ever, it's not an exaggeration. It's a recognition of his complete mastery over his craft. From his footwork to his forehand, his mindset to his sportsmanship. Every aspect of his game was infused with a level of grace and sophistication that we may never see again. He is, and always will be, the maestro. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this look at the elegance of Roger Federer, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the world of sports. Let us know in the comments what your favorite Federer moment is. See you next time.